Empire the Avengers Issue 1 sees the war between the Kree and Skrull Empire and the Kotati erupt all over the galaxy, with Earth caught in the middle, becoming a battleground for the army's bloody war. Aboard the Wakandan helicarrier The Garden, Captain America fills Earth's mightiest heroes in on the worldwide situation, as Tony tells them that he's working on a weapon that will root out the Kotati contamination, but he doesn't know how long it will take to develop. Okoye says that the agents of Wakanda and select Avengers are rescuing innocents from war zones around the world, while T'Challa tells Vision and Mockingbird that the Alliance isn't their first threat, they need to be fighting the Kotati. However, he knows that the Alliance will burn Earth to destroy the plants, and they cannot let that happen. In Manhattan, Vision and Dr. Nemesis meet with Luke Cage in Central Park West, investigating the vines that have taken over the city's reservoir. Nemesis knows these plants are like a fungus type of vegetation, as Vision phases below the surface of the vines, finding more dense plant life as well as a plant-based monster guarding it, which Vision knows requires Luke's particular talents. In Mexico, Quicksilver, Mockingbird, and Wonder Man race towards their target. Pietro takes off in front of the Wakandan sports car, making Bobby realize she never really missed the jerk. Quicksilver finds the Kotati military force overrunning a small village and wants to help, but Bobby tells him not to engage. However, the speedster is already battling the army, saving people from the plants as the Kotati realize who they are fighting, knowing exactly who Quicksilver is thanks to Swordsman's intel. They open fire on the hero and manage to hit him with one of their arrows as Wonder Man and Mockingbird arrive, joining the fight and allowing the Kree Skrull army to push the Kotati spellcasters back. Quicksilver removes the arrow from his arm, embarrassed that a plant felled him. The heroes regroup as Simon asks what happens to the surviving Kotati, wondering if there's a POW camp nearby they are taken to, but the Skrull kills the warrior prisoners, causing a tense standoff between the Avengers and the Kree and Skrulls. Bobby says that they are to stand down, but the Alliance refuse, so Bobby reminds them that they are on their planet and they will play by their rules, as Pietro tries to convince them that war begets more war and this won't end until someone ends that. The Skrulls electrocute him, saying that there is not enough until they extinguish the Kotati plague for good. The Alliance attacks the heroes, stunning them, but Simon fights back, his powers allowing him to destroy the Skrull stun weaponry, telling them that no one else dies today. The Skrulls agree, having captured Mockingbird, who they intend to kill if Simon doesn't give up and let them complete their mission for the survival of their species. Back in the garden, T'Challa explains that with his tech, along with Odin and Doctor Strange's magic, he has been able to protect the planet from many extraterrestrial threats. But the Kotati resemble terrestrial plant life, so they are slipping through their magic. Captain America, meanwhile, welcomes Black Knight back into their team, learning that Dane is trying to refocus his mission and do the hero thing for a while. T'Challa knows that their system can refocus on the Kotati and root them out, but they need to focus on key conflict zones around the globe so they aren't spread too thin. Soon the team are alerted to an energy surge in Antarctica, but Kazar knows that it is centered actually in the Savage Lands. He tries to contact Shana, his wife, but can't get through to her or his son. However, he knows they can handle themselves, but if the aliens are trying to get a foothold there, they can't take that chance. T'Challa tells Brother Voodoo to take Kazar, Scarlet Witch, and Black Knight to the Savage Lands, teleporting the magical heavy hitters to the lands. Kazar finds a dead dinosaur, knowing the Swamp Tribe didn't do this since the dead monster is all in one piece and the tribe like to cut them up for everything they have. Scarlet Witch summons Thoth's gaze, allowing her to see that it was the Kotati who killed the dinosaur and who used it as a trap as they surprise attack the heroes. The Avengers battle the plant people, whose mages throw spores at them, hoping that they will choke the air out of them, but Brother Voodoo uses the winds of Watum to save the group. Black Knight begins enjoying battling villains who use swords again, as suddenly the ground shakes beneath them. The Kotati know that their beast awakens as Man-Thing bursts from the ground. The controlled Man-Thing attacks his former friends, throwing them around the jungle as the Kotati leader says that these heroes have no power in the jungle, since now it belongs to them, and soon the world will as well. A voice tells the Kotati not to kill them as Kazar discovers that his wife Shana has been assimilated into the Kotati, given a new green body which allows her to control Man-Thing. Empire the Avengers Issue 1 was a great quote-unquote frontline set issue as the Kotati war erupts all over Earth. I've always liked when in comics, specifically Marvel comics I've noticed, they kind of do these quote-unquote war room issues where it's the team or a group of characters talking strategy, and I really liked that it was Captain America and Black Panther who were coordinating everything around the world and setting up front lines and attack patterns and all that sort of stuff. I thought that was really cool. I enjoyed also the cast of of characters, whereas the main Avengers team will most likely just be used in the core Empire book. We get the kind of cool backup team like Quicksilver and Black Knight and Kazar who take the center stage. Kazar in particular, since seemingly he's going to have a huge part in this book, as his wife has been assimilated by the Kotati and his world in the Savage Lands is under attack. I can't wait for the second part of this 3-part story, as well as the other tie-ins to a so far really great event. I'm going to give this issue an 8.5 out of 10.